US President Donald Trump is on a state visit to the UK, and as with most of his visits, there were protests, controversies and lots of awkward moments. Let's start with his engagements today. If day one was about a royal welcome, pomp and pageantry, day two was about business and politics. The highlight was his meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May. The President and First Lady were received by Mr. and Mrs. May at 10 Downing Street. The meeting came after Trump and May co-hosted a breakfast roundtable for business leaders at St. James Palace. Leading American and British tycoons attended the roundtable to boost trade ties. Trump said he wants a quote-unquote substantial trade deal with the UK. Remember, with the date of May's resignation nearing, Trump has been pushing for a trade deal in case a no-deal Brexit emerges. A joint press conference by Prime Minister Theresa May and Donald Trump, the President of the US, followed those talks.
We share the same view about their origin and our objectives in meeting them. But, like Prime Ministers and Presidents before us, and no doubt those that will come after, we can also differ sometimes on how to confront the challenges we face. I've always talked openly with you, Donald, when we have taken a different approach, and you've done the same with me. I've always believed that cooperation and compromise are the basis of strong alliances, and nowhere is this more true than in the special relationship.
As the UK makes preparations to exit the European Union, the United States is committed to a phenomenal trade deal between the US and the UK. There is tremendous potential in that trade deal. I say probably 2 and even 3 times of what we're doing right now. Tremendous potential. 75 years ago this Thursday, courageous Americans and British patriots set out from this island toward history's most important battle.
But what made headlines more than the meetings and discussions was Donald Trump's awkwardness. Trump shook hands with controversy twice in a span of 24 hours. On day one, the president attempted what appeared to be a fist bump with none other than the Queen of England. Once bitten, twice shy, it seems. On day two of his visit, Trump failed to shake hands with the British Prime Minister. Look at that. Though the two made up for the awkwardness a short while later, they did shake hands as they began their joint press conference. For someone who has praised his own IQ, the president's memory does not seem to serve him too well. As per several reports, the president was shown the gift he gave to the Queen last year during his visit to Windsor. He was asked if he recognized it, and Donald Trump reportedly said he didn't. His wife, Melania Trump, then came to his rescue, and she said they'd given it to the Queen last year. This was after he was seen lightly touching the Queen during the state banquet. This is considered a major violation of the royal protocol. The rules say that one must not touch the Queen. Even a handshake will happen only if the Queen offers her hand first. And then there was a moment when Prince Charles picked up a photographer's fallen flash diffuser right after he walked into Clarence House with the president. As the two laughed on, Prince Charles joked about it looking like an ice cream. But the president is not one having the last laugh, not even close. They say wherever he goes, protests follow. And this was the case in the UK as well. Large-scale protests were organised at the Trafalgar Square and Parliament Square. Demonstrators have dubbed their rallies as the Carnival of Resistance. Toilet paper branded with Trump's face was being sold outside the House of Commons. The Trump balloon, or the blimp as they call it, is back in the sky. Protesters inflated a giant baby blimp of Donald Trump outside the UK Parliament. Remember, the Trump blimp made its appearance in London last year as well.